Good evening, everybody. You're probably a little bit surprised to see me here. That's because Tony's not. Perhaps I'll clarify. I'd just like to remind you all that Tony has a very rare neurological condition, which is called corticobasal syndrome. There's no cure, there's no research. And so basically, we take it day by day. Tony takes it day by day. Many days he can function really, really well. There's no problem. Often he'll struggle with his language, which some of you may have noticed when he's doing the meditation. He may struggle to find a word or trip over something, but he keeps going. He keeps going in spite of the challenges, and they are enormous. When he gets tired, he loses his ability to communicate easily. And so tonight, I'm going to ask you all, when you do the meditation recording that Tony did at the end of last year, before any of this was obvious, I'd like you to think of Tony and send him healing. There's a point in the meditation where everybody forms a circle. If you could imagine him in the middle of that circle, I would appreciate it. The fact that he is normally determined to do the circle no matter what, to me shows you how much courage he has, but also the fact that despite his struggles, it's not about him. For him, it's about what he can offer. Tonight, I'm asking that perhaps you might offer something back to him in return. There's a second piece towards the end where we think about somebody we might like to share the healing with. I'm not saying name Tony, but I'm saying there are 2 points in this exercise where you could consider him. I would appreciate that. I won't be joining you for the actual meditation. Orla is going to manage that, because when Tony gets tired like this, he can't be left alone. So please enjoy his meditation with you. And thank you in advance for the healing energy that you're about to send. I'll hand it over to Orla now to manage the rest of tonight's healing circle. Thank you.
Funny title. So, mediated tonight will be primarily for us, because if we're not, there's not a lot we can do to help people. So we'll get our own energy in the right place to begin with, and then we'll just throw it open really to all of you, wherever you can think of. It doesn't have to be anywhere that's an absolute destruction. Whoever's affected by what's going on with the weather systems around our planet, we can't stop that happening, but we can make its effect not quite so bad. And if all those souls that are there in the middle of all that's going on, with no one to talk to, no one to find out what's going on, and all of any sort of help we can give in that shape, I guess. Okay, so let's go back to doing a 3 seconds to breathe in and to get settled. And then we'll start proper. So let's start by the usual thing. If you make sure all your phones and anything that can give you a sudden Shump. Then let's go. Right, let's take a nice deep breath and just hold it for a little while and feel it working its way into your stomach. And then we can exhale now. And as we do, just take a look at the breath that we have just breathed out. And as you look at it, you'll notice one or two grey or even black patches within it. And this is the negativity and some of the pressure, tension, trauma that you may have been dealing with since last week. It could be a problem that's only just come to light with you. So just know that at the moment has been a little bit decreased in its power. Okay, ready to take a second nice deep breath. And just be aware that as it goes down into your stomach, you can feel it coming together with the first breath we had. At this point, they both fall together. So they have formed quite a considerable size, like a ball of mist, if you wish, forming inside us. And as it begins to spin round, you notice that the second breath is now beginning to leave you. And again, we can see some of the black, some of the grey and the yucky stuff. Then just by the act of exhaling all that breath, you can see it building inside of us. Let's take in the third and final breath and breathe in nice and deep. And as with the first two, we notice a little bit of grey or even a little bit of blackness leaving us, which is showing that nearly all of that negativity, all that stress that have been hounding us and hanging on to us for a while, that they have finally disappeared. Not even a shadow of them. And you notice as you scan your body, you become aware of how beautiful and smooth it feels. And it's very much in sync with itself and all parts together. And you realize that it has formed one body, one unit. And you also see that body, that unit, is absolutely full of the healing energy. And we can see it perhaps starting at our feet, where we first took it in, and feel its way from the belly of your pit of your stomach. You can feel this energy, this healing energy now, which is coming down through all of us, especially ourselves, and that is coming round through us when we are radiating it out. And we can see that everyone else is doing the same. And now we realize that our body of healing energy has really come to become one unit, one huge ball of a beautiful coloured blue. And you can see the colours of all the healing going on inside. And you realise that everybody else is feeling as comfortable and as smooth as you do. When we just stop for a minute or two, fascinated by this huge body of healing energy that is continuing to form. We are all linked together by the healing energy that comes down from the universe into ourselves, so that we may share it to all and everyone. And we offer this energy to those people, so it is their choice. It is their choice to use it, or perhaps not. But that's okay. And I'd like you to, in your mind, see a big circle of people. And that circle is ourselves. You're holding hands, forming a circle. And as we stand there, we can feel the energy going round and round this almost like a chain. This out and out ring of healing energy that is now one circle going around from our circle. And it's like it spins off. And where it goes, we don't know, but we know it goes to where it's needed. So just take a few minutes, if you like, and stand linked hands and look around you. And we all see the same thing. We all see each other standing, and there's like little balls of energy shooting out. And these are for not just humans, but these are for all life streams. And by all, we mean all. 2-legged, 4-legged, 2-winged. The trees and any other sort of greenery, foliage coming together. And if you like, you can increase your input of the healing energy into wherever. It's not our specific choice where it goes. The only ones we are doing that to are ourselves individually. And we're part of this huge big circle, the circle spinning round, circle of light, a circle of healing energy from each and all of us to go out into the universe and see it gradually coming down to our planet. And we see our planet out in the dark sky, the night sky, and you see it full. You see it full of the energy we sent to it, or their use and everybody's else's use. Just stand there, part of that ring, and look beyond the circle of ring. And just before it leaves, we notice that that light goes way beyond us. Maybe as far as you can imagine. And this blue light, it does not go dim, run out of power, because as we know, it is there always, all for everyone, to offer it to anybody of your choice. And that goes to the plant, the trees and the plants, and keep helping them to bear the fruit, the seeds, to help them and their species carry on. Before we leave this healing circle, we can just exchange energy with anyone and all of the people in that ring. Perhaps just a nod of a head and a smile, acknowledging that we have seen them. We preach to everybody, and we thank everybody for being a part of this tonight. And before we go, do not forget that some of that healing energy is for yourself. Whatever you need it for, it's there if you want it. And remember, it always is there for you. Always there for you yourself, and always there to share to others. Okay, so I think that was wonderful, that energy, and what to do with it, how to behave with it. So before we go, I'd like once again to all of you for giving up an hour of your time to share with others and to help others on their journey, wherever it may take them. Okay, thank you for being here, and we'll meet again next week. Do have fun, take care, and tell the loved ones you love them. Okay, thank you.